Hey, this is Dr. Steve, your mayor, giving you a COVID-19 update for this week. Look, we've had a great week. We've averaged only one new patient per day on a rolling average for the past week, and that's all up to the great work that you all have been doing in your social isolation. If we can continue on this path, we have an opportunity to really move where we can get a lot more things open. So right now, this week, we're able to open the restaurants and we're able to allow groups up to 20 in outdoor spaces. And also we were able to allow Little League or baseball practices to get started. There's stuff that we still need to open up. We've still got to get the barbershops and hair salons open. We've got to get the gyms open. But that'll be up to the governor, and hopefully that'll happen within the next week. And what we've done on our council is basically track whatever the governor approves. We've been tracking it on the council as well. We got here because we did certain things, and we can't stop doing those things. So there's no treatment for the virus. There's no vaccination for the virus. So we had to use public health strategies to try to reduce it. And that was the things where we were staying 6 feet apart, and we were washing our hands and not touching our face, and we weren't gathering in groups greater than 10 people indoors. And when you're sick, you have to stay home and you don't go out in the community. We still got to do those things. Even though the regulations have been loosened, we still have to do those things. Now, we moved from a mitigation strategy where we were trying to reduce the severity of the problem to now we're in a containment strategy. And that means that every new case that comes out, Singing River has a team, and their sole focus is to track down all the contacts of that person so that they can make sure they don't need to isolate, test them if they need to be tested. If they're sick, have them seen. So that's the strategy that's going forward, and that's a much better one than when we're just having to massively test people and worry about mitigation or reducing our risk. I like to leave you with a word of hope, and I try to do that every time I talk to you. So this week, it comes from the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31. And it says, "But those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They'll mount up on wings like eagles. They will run and not be weary, and they will walk and not faint." You know, we're all tired of waiting, and we're still waiting. And we're waiting in difficult times with hardships and difficulties and isolated. But God's made a promise to us, and He said that He's going to renew our strength. And it won't just be any renewal. It's this kind of strength where we're going to mount up on wings like eagles. We're going to have this energy where we're going to run and not be weary. And so, even though it's hard, even though we're tired of waiting, remember, there's a promise out there, and it's from God, and He's going to renew our strength.